First home buyers are flooding the market. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heiser here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article from news.com.au which is discussing, well, new data from the NAB. Says mortgage lending for first home buyers is at record levels. First home buyers are flooding back to the market, and just looking at the Bluey episode I did where we looked at the property here in Paddington. Sure, it's probably not all first home buyers, but there were signs of an overheating market, or a market where the agents don't quite know where it's going because prices weren't advertised on a lot of the properties. So not quite sure which way it's heading. Get people to contact. So National Australia Bank says young borrowers are flocking to outer suburbs and regional Australia in order to get into the property market through first home buying schemes. Lending data from the major banks has revealed a surge in buying for first-time home lenders who are taking advantage of record low interest rates, dips in property prices, and access to the first home buyer's deposit scheme. This is it. This just shows you how much that they're chucking at housing, guys, to keep it going. And people, understandably, are jumping to take advantage of this. They're worried. You've got a generation that have never seen a recession, have never seen a correction, that are jumping in. NAB is one of the two major banks that was assigned first home buyers deposit places under the federal government scheme. The scheme allows a first home buyer to secure a mortgage with a 5% deposit instead of the traditional 20% that is needed to gain a home loan without obtaining lender's mortgage insurance. The 15% difference is guaranteed by the Commonwealth Government. The bank found in the 3 months ending October 31, housing financing for first home buyers rose 21% compared with the previous period, driven primarily by residential purchases in Western Australia, Queensland and regional New South Wales. I'm hearing anecdotal evidence of people buying stuff sight unseen in the country. We're seeing articles again and again of people buying sight unseen. It terrifies me. You'd want to at least see what you're buying, unless you're just buying for the land and don't really care about the house. But then there's a whole lot of issues that could be associated with that too. Have a look at the video I did about the searches. Free searches and some that aren't free that I recommend you all do before you even look at anything. Spend $50 getting a copy of the title to see what's there with a property. On a national level, metropolitan first home buying grew 17% over the period, while regional uptake grew 44%. NAB executive Andy Kerr said the mortgage rush for first home buyers was at a level not seen in more than a decade. As a result, many of our customers are telling us they're getting their dream home earlier than they thought possible, which is great news, Mr. Kerr said. Demand has been supported by historically low interest rates and more government support, such as the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme and Home Builder. A brief pullback in property prices also helped first home buyers as the uncertainty of the pandemic put many plans on ice, with investor demand slowing noticeably. Victoria had the lowest level of new buyers due to its delayed reopening from the pandemic, while Queensland experienced the largest uptake in first home buying in metropolitan areas, up 35%. People are heading to Queensland, everyone, to the Sunshine State. There were more new entrants in the Sunshine State than anywhere else in the country, with major buying areas of Logan, Coomera and North Lakes. Mr. Kerr said Queenslanders seemed to be more comfortable in buying properties that were more than an hour away from major hubs such as Brisbane, the Brisbane CBD. Yeah, I can see that. Logan isn't an hour away from... Oh, yeah, no, it's not. It depends if you take traffic into account. Regional New South Wales had the largest rise, up 57% over the 3 months, with the Central Coast, Newcastle and Ballina among some of the most popular buying spots. There's positive stories across regional New South Wales, particularly coastal towns, with the Central Coast one of the most significant growth areas for first home buyers in the country. Their access to quality beaches and more relaxed lifestyle are also obvious drawcards further north, in and around Port Macquarie and Ballina. Western Australia has the second highest regional uptake, 55% increase, with the most popular spot being Geraldton. Flexible working arrangements implemented during the pandemic are encouraging many Australians to consider a tree or sea change as easy access to the CBD moves down the priority list. Now here's the thing. That sounds good. I like it. I'm working from home. But that means If you can work from home, the business can outsource you. I think it's going to be more flexible. I don't think all of a sudden we're going to see jobs flying overseas. I think what we're going to see is going to hit the demand for commercial office floor space in the CBD. It's not, the demand isn't going to be the same. You know, I think it'll curtail a bit. Maybe a extension of a floor plate may get cut in half, or a lease may get renegotiated, and you'll cut down your floor plate. I think that's what we'll see happening. Many are seeing the potential of more land and more relaxed lifestyle, with easy access to areas like the Blue Mountain in New South Wales, Great Ocean Road in Victoria, proving very popular. NAB said it expected this momentum to continue through to 2021. According to the major banks, Newton, Parramatta, Camden, Oran Park were among the most popular suburbs for first home buyers in Greater Sydney. In Melbourne, the major suburbs were Armstrong Creek, Warren Ponds, Chelsea, and Dandenong. So there we go. We can see first home buyers are starting to flood to these areas. I mean, look at these increases, guys. 35%. 35% up. 57% in regional New South Wales. You know, other regions, 44%. And there you go, only a 5% deposit. It's the government guaranteeing it. How many of these people would have waited a bit longer? I mean, how many people have been just scrimping and saving and trying to get into property? What do you reckon? So guys, have you taken advantage of this? Would you live in one of these suburbs? Would you go to Logan, Coomera, or North Lakes? I mean, Logan, you're right between the Gold Coast and Brisbane. It's not that far from me. You know, that's actually very convenient. It's, you know, not too hard to get to Ipswich, not too hard to get to Toowoomba. You can go to Brisbane, you can go down to the Gold Coast. You're close to everything. There you go. I mean, it's a lower socioeconomic area, but it's a growing area too. North Lakes as well. I mean, it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I would probably prefer Logan to North Lakes because I'm closer to everything. I mean, that's just me. I'd rather be closer to the Gold Coast than to, you know, Caboolture. What do you think? So guys, there we have it. First home buyers are indeed flooding to the market. Record mortgage levels. Is this just a dead cat bounce? What are they going to do to keep the market going next year? We'll have to see. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. You can buy merch from Heiser Says, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.